All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Do I have a video that's been a long time coming? I've been kind of dreading and looking forward to this video all at the same time just because I know it's going to be a ton of work. So next door is my studio, and as you can see, I'm always tripping over things, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. It's a mess, and it's time to put a fix to it. So I reached out to my friends at Holdup Displays, ordered a whole bunch of stuff online, and we're going to attempt to fix this massive, messy situation I have in this studio next door. So without further ado, let's go take a look. And here it is, folks. Here's my background I have hanging up with the clips on this like little scaffolding deal. And I have I have so many bags here. I have my Smash Time hat, some body armor, Save Your Equipment bags, tripods, pistol bags, rifle bags. Over here is all kinds of more junk. And then here I have a bow case with a bow in it and just, guns. And on this side, it's just more junk stuff I've been collecting. These drawers are full of stuff. And over here on the right side, same thing, tripod, more bits and bobs. I got my buddy here, and it's just too much. All right, guys, we made a little bit of progress. We have this one wall completely cleared out, and this wall is cleared out. We got rid of the backdrop, and we have most of this cleared out. But man, let me tell you, I took out one of these cherry panels, and I don't know if you can hear that. This thing is absolutely solid. And look at the fit and finish on this panel. Let's see how much one of these weighs. Hold on, let me turn the camera around, and we can see how much one of these suckers weighs. Yeah, about 3 pounds. This little panel weighs about 3 pounds. And this is, rock freaking solid. Now, I gotta tell you, I'm a little worried because I don't see any pre-drilled holes in this stuff. And I'm gonna have to look on the instructions because if I'm gonna be drilling through this, I'm a little scared. I gotta admit, I'm a little scared. I got a couple different sizes here. And of course, my cat wanted to get in on the action. All right, we got the first batch of boards laid out. We're going to start marking our walls. This is pretty easy, guys. You just need a really good stud finder. And mine, I think, are 12 inches apart. So my studs are 12 inches apart all the way down. And, yeah, here we go. Let's get this sucker started. All right, guys, I have the first board in. And that was really, really surprisingly easy. And honestly, you could do this job by yourself. It's nice to have other people helping you out, but once you get that first board in, it's pretty much easy peasy all the way up. The next piece literally just snaps right on. You don't even need anybody to hold it for you. And as you can see here, the screw goes in this little jig they have. You put it in here, super easy, and then you just follow it up. Fits in here. You just press. This pops out, and then you just finish the way. That's just that easy. I see a lot of people online making a big deal out of the installation, but I would not be scared to handle this task by myself. Oh, buddy. Okay. I like child labor, but you want to put more pressure on it so it doesn't skip like that, okay?
Okay.
All right, buddy, you're doing good. You only have about 255 more to go. All right, here's a quick tip, guys. When you put these in, the little joiner deals, at first I put them on the wall and I was kind of hammering them into each other. Don't do that. Just go ahead and hammer them first and then put them on the wall and join them. And then it just slides right in. There you go. Yeah, sticking these slats in is pretty easy. Right, guys?
Yeah, sure.
So you could keep it exposed like this, and I guess, that would look okay too, but when you have the black slats in, those are pretty sharp. Just wanted to go over a couple of the, fixtures that came with the Holdup displays that I ordered. And man, they are pretty cool. cool. If you thought these panels were high quality, these fixtures are heavy duty, like heavy duty, just cool stuff. So let's turn the camera around and check out what I got. And I'm still organizing this stuff, so it's really kind of messy. I have the magazine holders. I got a bunch of these, very very cool. I got about 5 of these shelves. These are heavy, 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 heavy duty shelves. And then over here I have more hangers. God dang, I forget what hangers these go to. I also got about a dozen of these. This comes in one pack and it's just a hanger by itself. Very sturdy. You can tighten this down and angle this. I guess it's for pistols. And I also got a 2-pack of these. These come 2 in a pack, and they are for, I guess, rifles or whatever else you want to hang. One's a little bit lower than the other one, but man, they are heavy freaking duty. I mean, I'm really pulling on this stuff, and it is not coming down, not bending at all. Very, very, very cool. So let me figure out the madness of how I want to hang all this stuff, and then we will come back with the final product of my hold-up display. Again, this color is cherry, but these aluminum panels come in a bunch of different colors and sizes, and they'll even cut it to a size that you need if you do like a custom wall. So definitely go to holdupdisplays.com and check them out. All right, guys, it's time for the big reveal. Let's look at the room. And here we go. Check this out. Excuse my studio lights here, but here is the wall. I had to leave a little space here for the switch, but I don't mind it. I think it turned out phenomenal. Everything is up off the floor. And look at this. That is my wife's biggest gripe, is everything that was on the floor. Now look. And for me, I mean, you know, I'm planning on using this more for just getting organized and getting things off the floor, really. And, you know, as far as like gun stuff, I'll probably end up putting more shelves or just keeping like my camera equipment and, you know, just other things. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard this is to put up, I don't know. It's probably like a 6. It's not terribly difficult to put this up. What I will say is if your walls are not completely flat, it can be kind of a pain in the butt, but you won't notice it. After you put all the panels in and you screw them into the wall, you won't notice the curves and the bumps and all that. Because right here, actually, I have a huge bump behind this panel here that was this spot. And I could have smoothed it out, but I didn't want to mess with it. And once you drill all the other panels in and screw them in, you don't even notice it. All right, now let's see what it's going to look like from the new camera angles when I do new videos. Let's see what it looks like. And this is it, everybody. This is my new backdrop to my studio. So my studio portions of my videos are going to be right here. I think it looks fantastic. And yeah, that's it. I will say the hardest part about putting a hold-up display is figuring out where you're going to put everything. Because there's so many different hooks, there's so many different shelves and stuff to choose from. How you arrange your stuff, who knows? Man, I've already kind of changed it once or twice. I'll probably change it another 10 or 15 times before the year's out. When you're in an organized space, you feel better, you feel more productive, and there's so many more videos coming up the next 2 months, so please like, subscribe, all that stuff. Thank you to Hold Up Displays. I've already been asked a couple times to do like a real quick tour of what gun is what. Here is some airsoft stuff. I love airsoft. It's so much fun, especially when you shoot with the kids. It's really a lot of fun. Of course, I have a double stack 2011 airsoft gun. I have the Cthulhu tandem cross Ruger kind of copy. What a fun gun to shoot. I have my daughter's bow and her arrows. I have this Springfield Armory Prodigy. I had a brain fart for a minute. Up here, I have my 700. Here's my Radical Firearms carbine with a night vision scope. I was going to do a video on this, but I don't know. I've messed with it a bunch, and I just don't like it, so I'm probably not going to do a video on it. Of course, my Kel-Tec KSG and 410. What a cool gun that is. And then I have some sponsor stuff, you know, my 2A Warehouse, my Wiley X. CMMG is phenomenal. These 22 kits are so great. I love them. Down here is just extra stuff. A couple extra things. I have that Burris I'm going to put on that carbon Ruger 1022. That thing is a bad mamma jamma. Let's check that out real quick. All carbon 1022. God, that looks so good. And then, of course, I have my wife's AR here, my daughter's MMP 1522 with this beautiful purpley Cerakote job. Of course, I got to represent sticky holsters some way. I got a bunch of sticky holsters. My SIG MPX suppressed. I love this gun. It's my home defense gun. That is, what is this? Oh, here's my compact echelon. Love this gun to death. Of course, I have to represent the Atlas Titan. This one is going right back in the safe. I just brought it out to display it, but actually most of these are going in the safe. But man, I got to represent with my beautiful Atlas Titan. God, I love this gun to death. Here is a upcoming project. This is an SKS. It's a Yugo SKS, and I have this stock on it, but I also have the wood stock, and I don't know if I should try and make it all original or kind of go crazy and jazz it up as much as I can. I'm thinking about trying to make it more original, but that's down the road. Of course, I have tons of Savior equipment stuff, my camera stuff, some body armor, more bags, my Savior equipment tennis bag. This thing is so freaking cool. And like I said, that is the hardest part about doing one of these walls, is finding out where you're going to put all of this stuff, how you're going to arrange it for display or just practicality. I'll probably goof with it several more times this year, but that's it for now. I'll do another update probably end of the year on how it looks, but I think it looks pretty cool. It definitely did the job of getting everything up off the floor. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time.